we haven't spoken to you in a while. How has the pandemic been for you? Fantastic, like everybody else?
Yeah, I kind of like enjoyed the pandemic because, it gives me a reason. I don't have to work. I sit at home, I watch TV, and I go, no one can blame me. There's a pandemic going on.
Would you see somebody put out, like a fair, for example, puts out an album? Does it upset you? Like, I thought we all had an understanding.
Yes. It's like, hey, you go with the rest of the crowd here.
Yeah.
We're not working. You don't work. You're not supposed to make us look like the bad guys.
Yeah. I see women in makeup and I'm like, now was your chance and you blew it. Now society isn't going to change for you.
Keith really, in this pandemic, Keith really started understanding the female anything.
I was looking for, I'm like, oh, we all don't have to impress losers if we don't want to, but we're still here.
I do actually have some jobs coming up. That's the depressing part of this whole thing. You just go to gilbertgottfried.com and find out. Because I know I have a bunch. I really don't know the names of it or where they are. It's like usually I get up one day and my wife says, tomorrow you have to leave for wherever. And I go, shit.
Are you good at remembering anniversaries, her birthday, this
horrible.
Kind of thing? Horrible. Does she tell you in the morning, like today?
Yeah, actually, it was our anniversary yesterday.
And
so I never remember these things.
Did she have to tell you, or you found out?
I found out on the streets.
Gilbert, I picture your friends would help you out, Gilbert. Somebody would text you, Gilbert.
Yeah, but she helps keep your schedule. Can you blame her because you're like, hey, you keep my schedule, you tell me where to go, you got to tell me about these things.
Yeah.
Did she have a card for you to give to her?
We were actually we went to a restaurant and I said to them at the front desk, do you have any kind of piece of paper that I could write happy anniversary? And they actually printed up a really nice, like, folded piece of paper and a colorful happy anniversary on it.
They used a color printer for you?
Yes. I was very impressed.
Did they recognize you? Do they know who you are? I don't know that they make these cards for everybody. Do you know when people recognize you?
Yeah. They had already asked for a photo with me.
Okay.
So yeah. Because I think if they didn't recognize me, it would have been, well, fuck you. That's your problem.
It was the diner menu. It's just in crayon, happy anniversary.
Yeah, it was the kids' map. It was the map to give the kids.
When people ask for your autograph or for a picture, do you go, and here's what you can do for me? And then you just accumulate cards. Can you buy my wife flowers? Can you let me know when this is coming? Do you negotiate with people who recognize you?
I don't like I should. Because I always get pissed off if I go into like a place like even a McDonald's or something, and they'll recognize me and I'll think, well, do I get one fucking free order of fries out of you recognizing me?
A Happy Meal toy, something.
Yes.
Do you ever not want to be recognized? And so you like put on a different voice? Like, no, I know, I get that a lot. I look like him. But,
he stomps like an alpha male. Hello.
When I'm walking down the street and I'll see like a group of people, while I'm walking there, I'll think, oh shit, they're all going to recognize me. They're all going to want my picture. They're all going to want to talk to me. And then when I find out, I walk right past all of them and not one of them says anything. And I'm like, for the rest of the day, I'm going, how come they didn't recognize me? Why didn't anyone say anything?
You have to say things as you walk. You're like, look at all this on the street. Huh?
This reminds me of when I was Iago.
Yeah.
Anyway, oranges are over here. Yeah.
I heard that one time Dustin Hoffman, when he was first starting to get known, he was in England for some reason. And he walked past a group of people. He was walking around the whole day and nobody recognized him, who he was. And he started singing Mrs. Robinson.
No. To be fair, he was dressed like Tootsie, though. You know,
Yes.
we didn't know.
I just saw a story where, first of all, Facebook, now the main company is called Meta, and they want to get us into virtual reality and all this. You can't do it now, can you? Like, can we be virtual reality characters?
I think some people can. One woman was already in there doing VR shit. Like,
didn't somebody move
December.
next to Snoop Dogg's house? They paid like $400,000 for it. I heard this story in the metaverse. They bought a house next to Snoop Dogg's house in the metaverse for $400,000.
wow.
That's tough because you don't, when Snoop Dogg moves in the metaverse, there's no warning. You just move. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even.
The light's gone.
I just like that black people are setting the property value of the neighborhood for once.
Yeah.
I think this is good.
We'll give you this. Yeah.
It's gentrification.
Reverse gentrification.
I saw this today. A 43-year-old British woman claims she was virtually groped by a gang of male avatars in Meta's Metaverse earlier this month.
Oh yeah,
Oh no! What is that?
So, but what does that mean? She didn't feel no pain, right?
Whoa!
Yeah, you might as well go for that. You might as well
Emotionally.
Yeah, emotional
pain.
Yeah, emotional pain. But I thought about this because we had talked about this earlier. I think
Wait, can we clarify the story? I'm not really sure what he just said. That's crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. I gotta understand this a little bit more. Hold on. What is this, Keith?
Nina Jane Patel, who works as the vice president of research for a rival metaverse, interesting, said in a media post that she was verbally and sexually harassed by 3 or 4 male avatars in Meta's Horizon venues. You go watch a concert or this kind of thing. The London-based mother said that within a minute of joining the virtual world's lobby earlier this month, male avatars began harassing her. I believe that. I play these games. I get in there. There's the 8-year-old. You're a dork. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're a dork. Okay, you're cool. And then we're pals.
Well, we're doing all these things to get rid of having to interact with people in person. And it's just like that we're the problem. It's like, no matter if there's going to be people allowed on something, just plan on it being kind of awful.
Bad.
Yeah, we're awful. That's why we're creating all this shit.
I can like beat people's asses and kill people in the metaverse
and not get arrested.
It's certain people I'm coming after. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, Karen, what were you saying about it?
Well, hold on one second. According to
Okay.
Patel's post, the avatars touched her character's body inappropriately, made sexual comments, took screenshots for several minutes. I don't know if this is the same person or not. I saw another headline of a woman saying she was raped in this virtual world. One guy literally crawled into my asshole, she said. I'm just kidding.
Nope.
After trying to flee the virtual world.
Come on.
Sounds hot to me. I don't know.
And then did post kink on me after I already came. He posted me up.
Why did she
After trying to flee the virtual world, she had to tear off her VR headset to bring an end to the ordeal. She tried to flee. She couldn't. They stopped her from fleeing.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's funny though. I'm sorry.
Wait, she tried to flee what?
She said she tried to flee. The
Oculus.
guys wouldn't let her. First of all, let me tell you something about this VR. We've seen it. You see the same thing in video games. It's not like, unless they made a program where you can cup a virtual ass.
Yeah.
You're kind of going through their body and all this. But, who knows? Maybe something happened to her in real life and she's remembering it. After trying to flee, she had to rip off her headset to bring an end to it. She's been suffering from anxiety ever since. A Meta spokesperson said, "We're sorry to hear this happen. We want everyone at Horizon venues to have a positive experience and easily find the safety tools that can help in a situation like this."
Oh, we didn't know that's what you wanted.
Virtual mace. And help us investigate and take action.
And she can take some virtual therapy as well.
The spokesperson noted that Patel did not use the platform's reporting tools, allowing use. So first it's like, hey, we're sorry that happened to you. Here's something we noticed.
Why didn't you call the cops?
Right. Call a VR cop.
Right.
You did not use the platform's reporting tools, allowing users to block, mute, and report anyone near them. Patel told told the interviewer that she wasn't able to do so quickly enough. Well, of course.
I know it's a little bit. Do you want to just finish that?
It does make sense though
So
that they would have a block
What's
mute
JC
thing.
doing? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. JC's doing personal business.
I'm sorry, guys. A couple leftover transactions. Go ahead. Get it.
Picture that you're getting virtually blown. You can't find the controls fast enough. Like, no, you're not gonna. No, I'm gonna get it out of you. Horizon Venues should be safe. Blah blah blah. Horizon Venues is a digital experience which Meta is still developing that allows people to use virtual reality headset to create avatars like weirdos and watch online events together like goofballs. Last month, somebody reported that another woman said a stranger also groped her on one of Meta's other digital platforms. Horizon Worlds, this whole Horizon thing. A Meta internal investigation concluded that the victim had enabled safety features. So when you see, you'll see rape and you click it to no. And that's under their personal preferences and under, it's kind of hard to find.
I mean, you just downplayed it, but I kind of can't wait for Keith and the Girl virtual marathon
events.
where everyone creates avatars and all that stuff
in the room.
It's gonna happen one day.
I don't think that's goofy at all. I think it's exactly what's coming. I think we're already talking to each other's screens right now. Wouldn't it be fun if we can see the audience and the audience is responding like they are at home? I think I don't see where else this is going, and that would be a more pleasurable situation because we can feel a little bit more of these other people. But I am curious, Karen, what you were going to say, because I do think that you can harass people in this other world that we're calling a reality. This is a reality right now. If, like we are connecting right now, we're doing this thing. A lot of people are watching. What were you saying, Karen?
I was going to say, I feel about this. You have these technology things, and they normally are white dude bros. White dude bros on most hands do not understand any form of harassment because they are normally the one handing down the harassment. And if anybody goes against them, they whine and they cry. They normally get their ways. They make the rules and the laws. So a lot of times things do not affect them. So they get in these meetings. You have no women, no LGBTQ, no people of color. You have nothing when you make these platforms because most people, if you got this diversity pack I'm talking about, you would have implemented these things because you're dealing with people. So you would have had things in there to prevent the harassment, to prevent the name. Like you would have implemented these things, but they put the shit out there and then they want to fix it on the backside. But by then you have because they don't care. Their thing is we want as many people in here as possible, bumping and communicating as possible because we're all about the commercials. We're all about the communication. We're all about the one-on-one thing. We don't actually care about protecting you because we consider freedom of speech the same and equal on all platforms because you're also talking about the people on Facebook who you can't call anybody. You can't contact nobody. So you expect me to believe the same people who call Facebook, change their name to Meta, all of a sudden is going to come over here and now, you didn't do it. For what? For it to go to a mailbox that said no reply? Right. Like,
isolate that, put it out. Yeah.
Well, it's like the saying, right? Like they talk about Michael Jordan not getting into politics and he's like, well, Republicans buy shoes too. Remember that famous saying from the 80s? It's the same thing on that end, right? Well, racist people buy Oculuses too. So we're trying to sell all these units at $300 a pop. It's follow the money. It's always follow the money. I
picture the meeting being like, it did have all these diverse people in it. And then like Zuckerberg's like, all right, so this is the idea. Virtual reality, everybody from Facebook, create an avatar, get in there, mix it up together. And they were like, that's a terrible idea. We shouldn't do that. And he's like, I'm going to do it anyway.
They started going, they were like, no, that costs money. That costs money. I need y'all.
I just need y'all to get
the meeting ledger to say the diversity. Like all the diverse people need to be in the meeting ledger so he can forward it off.
There's other people in the background. Like, we didn't even really solve the insurrection Facebook group thing. He's like, no, fuck that shit. We're on Meta now. And also we're gonna fuck that up too.
Be like, those same people are coming to Meta. So now I have to worry about a mob rolling up on me with virtual guns to shoot me with virtual bullets to take over the virtual Capitol building. What is happening?
People are just gonna be groping people. Let's go, Brandon.
Right. I play Peggle too. I get what you're saying, Karen. It's too much. It's too fucking much out there.
I thought you were a man, bro.
Did you guys see the movie The Last Duel? The Matt Damon movie. It's
Matt Damon made another movie. Holy shit! Do you know he's in every movie
and crypto commercials? He's everywhere.
That's amazing. How does he memorize all that? That's wow. Okay, yes. Steve, what's this one about?
He does one at a time. He does one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, that crypto commercial. Dare to be brave.
Yes. Hey, dummy, you a pussy or you want to give us this money?
I was like, what are you trying to sell me, sir?
I guess I'll give you the money and stop playing Peggle.
So in the Last Duels, a knight, it's in the olden days, and a knight rapes Matt Damon's wife, like the new Darth Vader. And so they're going to have a duel about it, because that's how you know who's actually right, because God will help the person who is telling the truth.
Yeah, so, that's how it works. Yeah.
And so it's interesting because it's obviously talking about what we're talking about now, about consent and why women don't come forward, that kind of thing. But it's almost, I don't know if sugar-coated is the right word, but it tricks you because it's a story in the olden days. And, you see the reaction from society when the woman says something, from the husband being upset that, what must have she done, and the friends. But it's still, it's so heavy-handed, and they all but use the word gaslight, where I'm watching, I'm going, I guess if a dude sees this movie and learns something good, but at the same time, it'd be like, but what a fucking idiot. You didn't know this shit about society and the men. You're a moron. I'm glad you learned, but now I need you out of my life because you're making me
Did they have any characters that were like, had today's morality, but back then? You know what I mean?
Like a decent person? No. No, only the woman was decent.
Okay, well, I'm cool with it then. I like historical things where everyone's a piece of shit. Like every once in a while I watch one of these movies that's like about like old school slavery and shit. I guess old school, new school, it's all the same shit. Anyway, it's like old school slavery, but there's always like a main character, white dude, that's like way ahead of everybody. It's like, this is not right. And I'm like, come on, there weren't enough of you. You shouldn't be in the movie. Let's stick to the people that were like, we're evil. Like
0.1%. You don't count.
Like, or at least make the guy be like, this isn't right. But anyway, I got some shit to do. I'll be out of here later. Don't make him seem like he's a hero.
They should make every movie a period piece so everyone could be as awful as they really want to be in all movies. That's the only time. So we can get rid of all text in movies. Everyone can say whatever they want.
Yeah. Before cancel culture, like that's the point of the movie.
That's historically accurate.
Quentin
People
Tarantino
did just start
basically
feeling tits for no reason.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Might as well.
Yeah. I've just rewatched all of Seinfeld, and I think I heard this before I even started rewatching, that all of the problems in every episode could have been solved if they had smartphones in their hands.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
I feel like a lot of movies. I feel like a lot of movies figure that out. They're like, yeah, but he can just solve that by making a phone call. All right, go back to page 1. Very, very stormy. Okay.
Now it's a period piece. 1946, before phones.
Now we have to spend $20 million on clothes because your fucking idea about a cell phone. They all didn't have one that day. Oh, who knows? One is broken. One was lent to a cousin. Who gives a fuck?
We watched The Walking Dead. We're the last two.
Yeah, we're the only two. Yes.
It's wrapping up. It's the final season.
Okay.
But this trope with the like walkie-talkies now, because like they have to have some way to do like phone things. So they use walkie-talkies. It always cuts out when they need it. Like every single fucking episode.
Inconvenient walkie-talkies.
Like every single, when it's just like a easily solved, like, hey man, you need to close the deck gate. They're on hello, hey man.
I can't hear you.
We must
get some new batteries.
We must be out of range. I'm like, you must need zombies to kill people. That's what you must need.
Did they ever, like, when I was a kid and I'd be in a fun department store, the one with the games and the toys and stuff. But picture, some of these places, they have food also. Did they ever go in and go, we're just going to live here? We're going to I thought that would be a dream. They ever do that? I'd be living in Fisher's Big Wheel.
And so occasionally something like that'll happen in Walking Dead. But in the show, Why the Last Man, these women just took over like one of these big box stores. And I was like, you fucking geniuses.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
They protected it and shot anybody that came at it. They were organized.
Like you fucking won the pandemic. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I recently watched another what's the new pandemic series? I can't believe they just
Station 11.
Station 11, And yeah,
3 for
one
3,
group
Keith.
of people, thank you. Well, one of the groups of people took over a department store. So now you have the maternity ward, you have beds. So there's a whole bed department, and you took over that. So yeah, they always make something like that. And it's really interesting to watch these kinds of shows and movies with Xerxes, because he's like, we would have had that day one. They have to, of course they have walkie-talkie. That's the first thing you look for.
Right.
He just gets mad at people. And I just look at, I get so turned on, because I'm like,
Did not expect that.
so good. Like you would think I'm like, dude, I'm watching this. No, not at all. I'm just like, you would save me. He's my hero already. He just has to say, he's like, why are they? Of course, now it's been day 3. Of course, on day 3, we do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, just tell me what to do. I will follow you. And you will save me. And
I'm just worried. I'm worried y'all's power is going to go out and y'all are going to be like down at the giant stadium running shit.
He figured that out. He knows you got to figure out power right away. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Y'all power gonna go out for like 2 hours. I'm gonna look on the news. It's gonna be like, yeah, man, they down at the Empire State Building. They just locked everybody out. I'm like, did they know the power came back on or no? Okay, Xerxes.
Yep, it's the most aphrodisiac-y thing that we can do. Now that I think about it, I'm just like, I just loving to look at it. Yeah,
that's your role play.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. I already know if a zombie apocalypse happen, I'm gonna be the first one dead because I am way too nice.
Oh yeah. You can't be nice. That I learned that from Xerxes and the shows. You cannot. Yeah, and we already have a plan. He tells me what to do, and I go, okay. That sounds good. And he's like, of course, you can have opinions. And I'm like, I will. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to turn on Kyle like that. There'll be a show, somebody will kill a bunch of zombies. And I go, I could do that.
Absolutely.
I'll see NASA people on TV. I'll be like, I get it.
They've gone so far in The Walking Dead. There's a character now that just lives in like a tower, and he has like art and wine and all this shit. I'm just like, well, he's figured it out. That's it. I want to watch this boring ass show about this guy just sitting in a tower, sipping on wine and eating food.
Oh, this is Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Sorry. God, yeah. I thought I was on everything. You're talking about The Walking Dead, and you're not talking about The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. It's Coleman Domingo, and he's just like super eccentric, and he's like, bring me more wine, plebes, and shit. And the people are like, we'll get you more wine, sir. I was like, that's apocalypse living. That's it.
Well, it makes me think of The Last Duel or any of these things with castles and shit. It looks horrible. Even being a king looks horrible. First of all, there's no art on the walls. You just walk around this boring fucking
dripping down the stones. Your fucking teeth are mangled. You're inbred.
Yes.
Sorry, Keith.
Take
go ahead.
bath once a month.
It doesn't look fun. That's my point. Yeah. So no, thank you. How about that?
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. You don't want to go back to 1700.
And you know what's even worse? Visiting them. Like now we're supposed to visit fucking castles. You ever see a fucking castle? Holy shit. Nothing's in it.
No central air.
Who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
Here's another room. It's different because it's smaller than the big room with nothing. Who gives a fuck?
Keith is going to have a travel channel on YouTube, and it's going to be called Don't Bother. And then he
goes to the pyramids. Why? Why go to the It's a triangle. It's a triangle. Who cares?
They're gonna be like another trap door.
Yeah, you call this a sea? It's only 2 feet deep.
The Tower of Pisa. It's gonna fall.
Here's how we would punish thieves.
Not built well.
Yeah. Here's how we would punish people. Oh, like the other place. Fascinating. We put a pear-shaped thing up a guy's asshole and then expanded. Oh, you invented that? I saw it at medieval times. Who gives a fuck?
I was telling Xerxes that I think he might like, us visiting Israel. And he's
God.
He starts in, of course. And then I'm like, what? Shawarma? And he goes, and what happens day 2? You had your shawarma.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I love it. Can we go home
so
now?
miserable.
I had shawarma.
Speaking of
That's
gaslighting,
the thing. If the show is an hour long, Keith can visit 20 places. It's just
right.
It's like, let me guess, brown, the background, brown. All right, I'm out of here. Fuck this place.
I'll look down. I'll fly over Greece and go white. Keep
Right.
going. Keep going.
Nothing to see here.
We
Nothing.
We get it.
There's no color here. Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah. Olives. Okay, keep going.
Nice. That makes me feel good. I had friends back in the day who were bragging about Mykonos. Oh, Mykonos is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I never got a chance to. It's really expensive to go to Mykonos. It's like, and I'm like, what's there? Everyone said it's
Don't
so
bother.
beautiful.
Don't bother.
Fuck
Keep
it.
your mouth.
You're fine.
Yeah.
What's there? I'll Google it.
Yeah.
What's there?
I'll hop in
Nothing's
Meta.
Mykonos.
Go live next to Snoop Dogg. Then I'll check it out.
And my brother, that's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Saved a lot of money and time.
Google Maps will take you straight there.
Okay. 10 best things to do in Mykonos. Oh, look, a beach. You're kidding me. You're fucking
A
kidding me.
beach.
The number one thing to travel all that way is to go to a beach.
Right.
You're shitting me.
Right.
LA, boring. Hawaii, snooze fest.
Right.
But you're telling me they got a beach in Greece.
Right.
That's exciting.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you. Appreciate this. Thank you.
Number 2, check out whitewashed taverns, homes, and windmills in the island's capital. Guess what I'm looking at? Another fucking beach. You can have the beach, or you can have the beach that's like a fisherman's beach. So now these are all the things. Okay, that's good. Oh, number 3, you went to a whole other country. Living in New York, you know Greek people, all my landlords. So you're curious. What's the number 3 thing to do? Windmills.
Windmills. What does that have to
We're
do
gonna
with-
go see windmills today.
you
It's some
gonna
of the
ride
oldest
'em?
structures on Mykonos. There's 4 in a row. Oh, fascinating. You know how your blades have 3 usually. These
Right.
windmills have 7 blades. Oh, fascinating shit. Oh, a church you can visit. Guess what? It's all white. Looks like everything else. Okay. There's a bell on it. There's
We
a
have
bell on
churches
it.
here.
Oh, maybe I can ring the bell. Probably not. That would confuse everybody.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Number 5 is another beach. Number 6, Little Venice. Picture of beach. A lighthouse. Oh, fuck off! You're telling me there's a white building that has a lighthouse on it.
Variety.
Holy shit.
Variety.
This is insane.
It's gonna win
Riveting.
best rent for Catgo.
Oh
Glad to be
my
a part
God.
of this.
And number 10 is feta cheese. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, well, okay.
Cheese
Feta-
come from?
in all fairness, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
how would
yeah.
you know? Did you have
Greeks
it?
got the best feta
Fresh.
cheese.
Fresh feta cheese I've never had. I'd try that.
Never had it straight from the
Now I
cow.
gotta go to Mykonos, writing it down.
So that's the thing that caught me was the cheese.
I was almost out with the fucking cheese, man.
Josh Accardo, you want to check out his podcast? Will
Yeah,
leave
thank
you
you.
with more questions and answers? Okay, maybe, but it's still a good list.
You could write it. Thank you.
It's called Broken Tail Dog. And I've been on there a couple times, so I recommend
Keith's
start with
been
it.
on it. It's great. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
You
Appreciate
listen, don't let your girl listen first. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks a lot, Josh. It's good seeing you again.
Hey, love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no
Thanks for
joke. I'm
listening,
having
though.
I'm having a Super Bowl party. It's because Josh invited me to a Super Bowl party. But I remember it was, I believe, July 4th, he had a party. And I said, okay, can I bring Kyle? And it was new in the relationship, but Josh just said, well, you know, I'm paraphrasing, but we don't really know her, so no. And I'm like, oh, interesting. So
Oh,
now
no,
I'm
no,
having
no,
a
no, no.
Super Bowl party. That's
not
exactly what happened.
fabrication.
There
That's
just
a
weren't enough
fabrication.
seats.
Okay,
There just
bye,
weren't enough
Josh. Good to
chairs.
see you.
You guys are the worst.
On the way out.
I know the
Wow.
real story, and we're going to talk about that because that did
I
not
could
happen.
take it.
That was
I could
about a
take it
guy
now.
friend.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so
What?
I had a smaller apartment, and I invited him to the Super Bowl party. This is years ago.
Uh-huh.
And he wanted to bring a couple buddies that I didn't know. And I said, I don't know if I have room for all those people. It was never
This isn't
Kyle. I've
true.
actually asked to have dinner with you and Kyle and the wife. We tried to have a whole thing, and you have never agreed to it.
So I'm saying it's
Cut
so
me
the
deep.
difference of the story is I'm saying girlfriend, you're saying it's a bunch of buddies. I said, name
Two
name
buddies
my
that I had
buddies.
met after the fact. It was a tall guy with glasses. I don't remember his name.
I hate that guy. So
I'm
I know
leaving.
this is bullshit.
Great to see everybody. Good luck with the marathon. Great
Thank
meeting
you,
Rod
John.
Carey. See you later, JC. See you guys later.
sweetie.
Oh, this is what it's like to be Keith's friend. That was one of his closest. There you
Top
go.
5 easily. That's right.
Mm.
Oh my God. We have another person coming in. This has
never
been
ends.
glorious. You know what? Let's never end it, you guys. I just wanted to watch Keith's heads explode. But here we are. He's wearing his own shirt. Date Colin from datecolinobrien.com.
I like
It's
it.
Colin O'Brien.
Hello.
How you doing, Colin? Thanks for joining us.
I'm great. This is exciting.
Now, JC Best here. He's looking for love. He's getting a little antsy himself, so it's funny to have everybody in the room. You were on Keith and the Girl before, of course, and we were talking about datecolinobrien.com. And has anything new happened since we talked to you last?
I mean, I've gone on something like 40 dates. There was one girl I dated for like 2 months, but that has since ended, and so now I'm back. And I'm taking the website and I'm working on a third phase of the website. So I want to drop some new content and get the viral buzz going again to get the dates.
Are you doing what I said? Are you doing what I said? Fuck colinobrien.com.
Let's get straight to the point, baby. Let's get straight to the point.
What kind of new content? You're building your own date site for real? What's the new stuff?
Well, everyone always keeps asking me what I'm looking for in a woman. And so I've tried to take my experiences in dating through the website so far and generate that into a humorous page of what I'm looking for in a partner. And then just, refresh the photos, try and, apparently I'm not attractive enough in any of the pictures I'm in to really get the dates that I'm looking for. And so I need to do some Photoshop, get some new outfits, get some stuff tailored, that sort of thing.
Do you take the site down when you're seriously dating someone for 2 months, or like, how does that work?
No. And
and the answer is no.
It might have been on this. Somebody was suggesting that it should have like a pop-up. When you go on the site, there's a pop-up that says Colin is dating someone right now, but like have a waiting list on there. And that might be something I try to institute for this new version of the website.
It works for restaurants.
Yeah.
Waiting list.
Yeah.
Open table, but for dating me.
It also sends a signal to whoever you're currently dating, like, stay on your toes. You never know. You could be replaced. It's
something else on the menu.
2 months, it was still in the like casual phase. And so I think it was getting to that point of like, are we going to date? Are we right for each other? And then I might have done something with the website, but the answer to that question was no, and we parted ways. So
if there's like a lull in the conversation, you just like act like you just got an alert, like, someone needs to step it up.
I have a whole second phone, but it's just for notifications from the website.
Right.
Was there sex during the 2 months?
No, there was not.
Okay. So breaking up isn't the biggest deal, or is it still as tough as somebody?
No, this is very amicable. And I think that was part of it. To be honest, Keith, there was a different expectations, different approach, different kind of personalities. And so I think we decided we liked each other, but we were more friendly than we were romantic. And so that,
Was it
you tend to, be this a nice guy, and so people want to remain friends with you. You've already been on 40 dates just since the last time we've seen you. Do you have a spreadsheet for this? I booked this marathon. I needed help from Xerxes to keep organized, and still I'm looking at a spreadsheet the whole time. How do you keep track of 40 human beings? I don't know half the names of the people on here now. This isn't fair.
It's the same. It's impossible. I did start. My friends told me I needed to start something, so I started a spreadsheet, and I'm keeping track of everybody's names. And when I meet someone and we're going to go on a date, I save their name in my phone as their first and last name with the word date after it, so that if they text me, I know that I have a date planned with them and I don't forget.
You're the most dateless and actively dating guy. It is amazing. Are you the best at getting a first date? What's going on that this isn't? You're taking it so seriously.
What I think it is I'm not the best at getting a first date. And so what I think the basis of this new phase of the website is going to be that, the first part went viral, and
will be second date with Colin O'Brien.
The first phase of the website went viral, and I got all these people reaching out to me, and then I just went on a bunch of blind dates basically, and it was kind of chaos. And what was nice about it is that it helped deal with some dating nerves, and I met a lot of different people, and it got a lot of dating experiences that way. And some dates, there were 2-3 dates, and a couple of people we dated for more than, we dated for a month or so. But I think that now this next phase is about me going out into the world as we hopefully, fingers crossed, emerge from lockdown and that life, and I need to reach out to 300 women. You know, that's my new bit, is like, if 300 people reached out to me, I think now I need to go out and say, oh, that person's attractive, that barista is attractive, this waitress is attractive, that person at the library or whatever.
Oh, good. Yeah, more men should have this attitude.
And this is what this is the big question you guys can help me with, though, is that I got these humorous business cards, and it's like a Date Colin O'Brien business card, and it says on the back you can have a 14-day free trial if you redeem this promo code on the business card. And the idea is it's just supposed to be like a casual passing compliment, not a cat call, not trying to intrude on somebody's space. But I don't want this stuff to like wade into the world of like, it's getting gross, and that's what I'm like having a lot of self-doubt about. Right
test
now.
it out. Here we go. You have a card, right? What does it say exactly on it?
It says, hold on. Oh, yeah. It says on the front.
It's the icon. It's the heart. DateColinO'Brien.com. And on the back, Colin O'Brien, the most interesting man in St. Louis.
Okay, so now we know what's on the card. On the bottom. Legal things. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's a very small legal print at the end.
All right. Yeah. So you just bumped into me and now you want to give me a card. Go ahead.
Hey, I think you're cute. My name's Colin. Take this card. I made a dating website. I'm the only eligible bachelor on it. Take a look. If you're interested, text me.
Holy shit. Am I bleeding? Because I've been stabbing myself as he's talking. Can you tell I'm bleeding? Can you tell? Would that deter him, or should I bleed more? Should I get the other leg? I haven't had a knife. My leg or his leg this time. Okay, no, you know what? Let's start over. Try again. Start again. This could work. Start again. Go.
Okay,
start
again.
Yeah.
I need to give him the sex appeal, bro. Where's the sex appeal?
Where's the sex appeal? Wow. Hey.
I like it so far.
I like that bass.
I like that he went for it.
Yes.
I care, but barely.
Yeah. I noticed you across the room. You should take a look at this website.
I know speak English.
Oh, come on.
It does feel like he's gonna get you to come somewhere for a timeshare.
You know what? You know what? It sounds like he's gonna turn around and be like, "Your car warranty expired."
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have a car, but don't you want more information? Dude,
it was giving me door to door.
So what do I say? What's an opener? I think these tips.
This is the biggest problem that we're hearing from both the female and the male side is, how do you even approach someone? How come I can't compliment someone? Why can't I just, tell someone I find them attractive? I'm trying to be honest. I'm a good person. But here's a bunch of assholes thinking they are that person also, that people are getting confronted with on a daily basis. And so the card doesn't come until after you make that approach. And a card usually means I'm being approached for some kind of business transaction. Someone's taking me seriously, but really I am getting a card to be part of the cattle call for him and his website, because here he is. I met the love of my life. Finally on the street corner. He thinks I'm pretty.
But let's say he happens to already have 400 cards. Let's go from there.
This is easy.
Have you ever dated 40 chicks in this small amount of time before?
No.
So it's working for you then,
I mean, it's easy to solve, man.
Please, yes.
Yeah, I'm an expert. I watched a lot of rom-coms. What you want to do is carry the full box of cards with you everywhere you go. And then you bump into women, drop them on the ground.
They fall all over.
They help you pick them up, and you're just like, and just, I happen to be the Colin that you're picking these cards up for. Nice. You're welcome, buddy.
It's silly, but
rather than having an elevator pitch, which is what I just gave, which is very businessy, and I think that criticism is spot on. I need to generate a meet cute.
Yeah, that's the key.
I need to spill something. I need to drop the cards.
Yeah. Because when you option the rights to this movie, they're gonna put a meet cute in there either way.
Yes, they are.
So you might as well go ahead and make a meet cute in real life.
Right. So pretend like you're writing a movie, because every guy thinks they are, right? And put
starring
yourself
in their own movie.
But put yourself in the not romantic lead, right? Because put yourself in the other person's spot, the one that's like having trouble, because you are the one that's having trouble, right? what would that person do? And that person always gets a true love, don't they? Also, Avocado Colorado from the chat is writing, he used code KATG and Vistaprint's card for 1,000 count of box of business cards. And that's what Keith used to say is you go in the club and you make it rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what is it? A penny a card? Not even, right? But it's $10 a drink. That's the same 50-50 chance.
Have you approached any women at all yet?
Oh yeah, I actually did the first one on Tuesday, and
how'd it go?
Strange, it's weird. It's weird to hand someone a business card, but I wanted to do it. This girl, I was at a sandwich shop. She complimented my shoes, so I said, "Hey, here you go. Here's a card."
You fucked up. Do you say that? You fucked up, and you give the card.
Nice. Do you say "bam" when you pull?
Well, it's Princess's lucky day, isn't it? Here you go.
Nice shoes. Bam. I thought you liked.
She was definitely just like confused though. So that was that was my main note for myself. Is she was like, I don't understand, because it didn't categorize as I'm getting hit on. It was like, what this like thing, and then you can see the heart on there, and you're like, what is this?
It's because you didn't have a t-shirt on.
She's like, I just want to know where he got those shoes.
I had to pull this out of my closet to.
You gotta wear that t-shirt, bro.
Yeah, you gotta wear it all the time, bro. It's like Peter Griffin's outfit. You can't be out here doing regular shit, dude.
Right.
I want to know the timing of from nice shoes to here's my card. What happened in between?
Yeah, I got these shoes. They were custom like Simpsons themed shoes, and I like reached back into my wallet like I'm doing now, and then I pulled the card out.
She's like, is this where to get the shoes? And you're like, no.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. So I think
this is the website to the shoes. No,
it's the website to some dick.
So maybe. Good. This guy has like a referral code in his pocket for these.
Are you Matt Grunge or the guy who made the Simpsons?
Yeah.
See, I think you're used to people trusting you because they see your website and their wall goes down a little bit. Because once we saw your website, we're like, oh, okay. He seems a lot less harmless. But when we just heard of the website, we're like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
So if just approaching people and it's like, nice shoes, here's a card. I don't know you. Now you're used to people knowing you.
Do you never revisit it's over once it's over with these 40 women? Like there's no lingering conversations, there's no friendships that might spark back.
Right. Do you have to check if they're up or not sometimes?
Like late at night.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm on the checking if you're up at night terms with any of them, but some of them thought the website was quite funny and still like text about it. So there's like some communication, but I haven't like made any lifelong friends from the website.
Do any like race play? Are they cool with that?
That's a wave 3.
That's the next version.
That's what he's revamping the site to be.
Yeah.
What do you? You should have on your website like all races are cool.
Dude,
like maybe people don't know.
I say nothing about what I'm looking for on there, which I thought was communicating an openness to kind of anything, which is how I feel. So the idea of putting a new page up that kind of has some descriptions of what I'm looking for, they're all very like, they're not like demographic details or like height or weight or anything like that. It's like, I'm looking for somebody who's passionate and who likes this kind of music or blah, 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 that sort of thing. So
what kind of music?
I didn't actually put the music on there. I was just ad-libbing and didn't have anything and I was afraid you'd have
You could just put outdate anything. Just put that as the pop-up. I don't give a fuck anymore, ladies.
Walk.
Hey, what'd you think about West Elm Caleb, Colin? Are you worried about being
I'll say that. Yeah, I heard about West Elm Caleb. I never like actually watched the full TikTok, because I got the TikTok and then skipped it right away, but then saw people tweeting about it. This guy, it's a thing on TikTok for women to review men's dating profiles. They're almost always uniformly negative. I sent the website around. In the early part of the website, I sent it around to a bunch of these people, and one of them did it, and the video like blew up. And she was very sweet. But this guy West Elm Caleb is like some dude who lives in, I don't remember the details, but he's just like, I think he's sort of the perfect caricature of like what the women on these dating apps don't like. And he's sort of bragging about ghosting people, and he's 6'3" and he thinks he deserves the world and everything. And so this went like viral, and everyone was talking about how much, West Elm Caleb was getting canceled, not the specific guy, but the idea of West Elm Caleb, which like I work very hard to like make sure that the website is exactly what they said. I want people to look at it and say, I thought this was going to be douchey, but it's actually, this guy's making fun of himself and it's taking it not too seriously, and it's funny.
What about the fact that like you're so open and you seem like you just want someone to be kind and and find interest in you, because you'll find interest in them. I feel like you trust yourself. So with all of these dates, how does one person not qualify for that?
I think
it'd be funny you hang out with Colin and like somebody hits on him like, Colin, you saw that, right? And he's like, that pig?
I'd say that I agree with that assessment, but there's also like I have a desire to like be with somebody, and there's got to be some excitement and passion and like a lust for life. And I think a lot of the people that I've been going on the multiple dates with were more like homebodies. So that's part of what I want to articulate in this new page is like, there's a time and place for that. I don't mind hanging out at home, but I love what I've described as like the perfect date for me is the one where like, you go out to dinner or something, but you're having such a good conversation that, you've been at dinner for 3 hours and the bar's closing down, and then you go to the next place because you just want to keep hanging out and you're kind of having that like sort of excitement and you don't want the night to end. And I think that's where the 2 or 3 girls that we've really gone on several dates, it was just kind of a different like temperament, a different level of intensity. And so, that's where it was mismatching for me.
So you're going out. Let's also introduce May Wilkerson is here. Hi, May. You can turn on. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm sure you know Colin O'Brien from datecolinobrien.com, of course.
Yes, of
and
course.
Yeah,
in the flesh.
Did y'all used to date?
In the flesh.
May have dated him. Yeah.
I don't think we've dated. I don't
No.
think so.
Are you
No.
sure? He has a spreadsheet. He can look it up.
You might want to double
We're
check
gonna
the
find out,
spreadsheet.
May.
I don't unfortunately have a spreadsheet, so it's harder for me to keep track, but that's a smart idea.